Good afternoon, softball fans, and welcome to LRA Field on the campus of UNC Pembroke for today's non-conference action as the UNCP Braves host the Chowan University Hawks. On the Braves Broadcast Network, I'm Cameron Songer. Thanks for joining us. The final home game of the 2017 season for the Braves as the Hawks come to town from Chowan. Chowan comes in with a 28-16 record. The Braves are 24-25 under head coach Brittany Bennett. Her counterpart, the Chowan head coach, by the way, Brian DeWitt, who's in his third season. Starting lineup for the Hawks looks like this. Batting order will be Katrina Simmons, Brooke Bowen, and Haley Cooper going 1, 2, and 3. Danielle Backus in the cleanup spot, followed by Tina White and Chris Neal. Then Brittany Parson batting 7th, Shelby Griffiths batting 8th, and Emily Stafford in the 9th spot. The starting pitcher for Chowan will be Kayla Robbins. We'll tell you more about her when she comes out to pitch for the first time. But in short, ladies and gentlemen, expect a pitcher's duel here today. Abby Walters in the circle for the UNC Pembroke Braves. A 2.37 ERA for the lone senior on the UNCP roster. 12 wins, 9 losses, 132 and 2/3 innings pitched. She struck out 108, walked 31, and opponents hitting just 226 against her. Defensively, behind Walters, the Braves have Epperson, Hoke, and Weatherington in the outfield. Johnson at third, Gerhardt at short, Brown at second, Ald at first. Mentioned Walters in the circle, and behind the plate, Alex Watkins. Ready to go with the first pitch of today's doubleheader. The Braves and Hawks ready to play two. Abby Walters gets her sign. Roxanne fires. The first pitch is swung on, fouled off to the right side, and that will get into foul territory for strike one. First pitch came at 1:58 p.m. The weather today in Pembroke, absolutely gorgeous. 79 degrees, about a 7-mile-per-hour wind, partly cloudy skies. Just a great day to be out here watching a softball game at LRA Field. Katrina Simmons ready to step back in. Simmons a .318 hitter with 22 runs batted in. She's hit 2 long balls and 6 doubles this year. The 0-1 from Walters comes inside. That does hit Simmons, and she's aboard after being hit by a pitch to start off the game. So Abby Walters in the circle, playing her last 2 games at LRA Field. The Braves already had their Senior Day ceremony. That was back on Saturday when UNCP swept Columbus State, winning the second game via a walk-off home run by Rendy Weatherington. That was the first career home run for the freshman, and an awesome moment. The Braves rode a lot of momentum into Monday's doubleheader on the road at Georgia Southwestern, and they got swept. So back here at home, playing these last couple games, looking for some non-conference W's against the Chowan Hawks. Brooke Bowen in the batter's box fouls off the first pitch. She's a .282 hitter with 1 long ball this year. She's driven in 28 runs as well. Let's see if they try to move Simmons up. She's stolen 21 bases this season. The 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed as Walters took something off of that. 0-2. Simmons standing on first. Bowen in the batter's box for Chowan. Top of the first inning, no score in Pembroke. Walters fires. Just a bit outside for ball 1. It's Katrina Simmons on first base after being hit by a pitch to start the game. Braves infield comes in. This ball popped up and foul. Out of play. So Brooke Bowen stays alive. Bowen struck out just 21 times, walking 16 times in 110 at-bats this year. A .394 on-base percentage. Not too shabby for the number 2 hitter in this Chowan batting order. Walters ready to go on 1-2. The pitch is fouled straight back. And again, Bowen stays alive, proving to be a difficult out. Braves will play one more doubleheader this season. That will be Friday at Montevallo, so they'll be on the road tomorrow. 1-2 pitch. Comes inside. Did that go off the bat or was it off the hand? It looks like that actually bounced off the knob of the bat there of Brooke Bowen, so technically a foul ball. She shakes out that left hand. Another pitch from Walters that looked to get away from her, came inside. So technically a foul ball, so the count remains 1-2. Waste one outside. Simmons dancing off of first base. No throw over there from Watkins. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs in the top half of the first. Abby Walters Trying to get that first out, get the game going for UNC Pembroke. 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed. That's strike 3. Brooke Bowen battled hard, but went down on strikes for the first out of today's game. The next batter for Chowan is the sophomore catcher, number 12, Haley Cooper. Cooper is batting .323 this year, second best on this Hawk team. Cooper also has 18 runs batted in, 6 doubles, no triples, but 1 home run. Runner goes, the throw down to second, mishandled by Gerhardt as it squirts over towards right field. Simmons will hold up on second base, however, with the stolen base. She's now 22 of 26 on stolen base attempts this year. First pitch to Cooper was called a ball, so it's 1-0. Haley Cooper trying to pick up RBI number 19 on the year. Takes that one for ball 2. In previewing this game a little bit, expecting to see a pitcher's duel. Kayla Robbins, the starting pitcher for Chowan, has just a 1.05 ERA and averages almost 2 strikeouts per inning. 2-0 is hit right back up the middle. Diving play knocked down at second. The throw over to first. Offline, and everybody's safe. Runners to the corners for Chowan. Great effort at second base by Brown, but she couldn't quite stick a fork in it. Gerhardt able to gather it and throw to first, but Auld not able to keep the foot on the bag and get the ball in her mitt in time. So a scoring opportunity for Chowan now, 1 away, runners on first and third in the top half of the first, and the cleanup hitter Danielle Backus at the plate. Backus has 4 home runs this year. Swings at the first pitch, pops it in the infield, that drops, and everybody's going to be safe. Base is now loaded. Just hit into no man's land right behind Abby Walters. Not the best hit of the year for Danielle Backus by any stretch of the imagination. But now everybody on base for Chowan. 1 away. No score yet. This inning, a hit by pitch, then a stolen base, and then back-to-back hits following the strikeout. First pitch swung on and missed by Tina White. Shortstop is batting .317 this year. Abby Walters cannot afford to walk anybody else. White this season in the batter's box has driven in 17 runs. Does have 4 triples, best on Chowan's team. 0-1 pitch is fouled straight back, make it 0-2. UNCP has proven that they are capable of playing from behind this year. A couple of very nice comebacks in the last couple weeks. This ball popped up by White in towards shallow left center field. The catch made by Hoke. She comes up throwing. Play at the plate is offline, and it's an RBI sac fly by Tina White. Trotting home is Katrina Simmons, and the Hawks have taken a 1-0 lead. Tina White earns her 18th run batted in of the season. Runners remain on first and second as Chris Neal will dig in. That leadoff runner, Katrina Simmons, who was hit by a pitch, very patient, stole second, advanced to third, and then comes home on the sac fly. Neal with 25 runs batted in this year, 6 dingers, and .284 her batting average as she steps back in after ball 1 issued by Abby Walters. Swings, fouls this one off to the left side. On the run in foul territory, Johnson can't get to it. Count goes to 1-1. 2 away in the top half of the first. Chowan has plated 1 run already. Graves waiting to bat for the first time. It'll be Wetherington, Walters, and Johnson, the first 3 batters due up for the Braves in the bottom of the first inning. This one delivered inside by Walters. 2-1 now the count. Walters with the next offering. Swung on and missed. A big swing by Neal. Came up empty. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 Hawks aboard. Top half of the first, wind blowing out towards center field at LRA Field on the campus of UNC Pembroke. Abby Walters gets the sign, fires home. This ball popped up again behind the shortstop. Wind gets under it. Catch made in left field as Epperson camps under it to make the grab. 1 run in the inning, 2 left aboard, 2 hits for Chowan. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Braves trailing 1-0. Back here at Sammy Cox Field, bottom of the first inning. UNCP coming to bat against Francis Marion's starting pitcher, Sam High, the freshman with a 3.52 ERA, 1 win, 1 loss in his 8 starts. He's gone 38 1/3, striking out 29, walking 11, and opponents hitting .285 against him. He'll face Roberto Rivera, then Nick Salisbury and Jarrett Mobley to start things off for the Braves in the bottom of the first. Roberto Rivera comes in batting .362 on the year. He has a new school record established this weekend with 7 triples on the season, driven in 26 runs. Also has 18 stolen bases. Rivera digs in. Braves will look to strike first in this game as Rivera takes low for ball 1. With the home run yesterday by Nick Salisbury, who's on deck, Rivera the only normal starter for the Braves that doesn't have a home run this season. Takes that one to even up the count, 1-1. High from the windup, the pitch. A little bit low. Sam High, the freshman from Lincolnton, North Carolina, product of West Lincoln High School. Ready for his 4th pitch of the day. That's low for ball 3. Rivera kept the bat on his shoulder. High lost his ball cap during that pitch. Saw him during the warm-ups before this first inning. He lost his hat a couple times. We need to get a smaller lid for that young man as Rivera chops this one over the head of the third baseman. Full extension from White. Now Rivera looking for 2. He's got it. The double for Rivera pops up with a slide, and the throw went past the second baseman. He wouldn't have been able to try to advance to third. If he did, he would have been cooked. So it's a double for Roberto Rivera to start things off for UNCP. And that's just what the doctor ordered.
Second baseman, number 1.
Nick Salisbury is the next batter for the black and gold. The senior is batting .237 this year with 17 runs batted in. A double, 2 triples, and a home run. That last double for Rivera, his 5th of the year. He still has more triples than doubles. Not something you see very often. The Braves' first 2 batters both have that going for them. There is some serious speed at the top of the Braves order. Rivera does have 18 stolen bases this year. Let's see if they try to send him, try to take third. First pitch to Salisbury in there for a called strike. So Sam High will be working from the stretch now. The defense behind him, Kennedy in left, Cooley in center, Paquette in right, White at third, Callahan at short, Spitzmiller at second, Chapman at first, and behind the plate, Logan Koch. Oh, 1. This is low. Normally with a leadoff hit, that's just a single, he becomes pretty clear. You try to bunt him over, but with the leadoff double, there's some more options for Nick Salisbury in terms of what the coaching staff tries to let him do. 1-1 pitch on the way from High. Salisbury swings, hits it high and slow to first, and there's not going to be any play there. Into no man's land, an infield single for Nick Salisbury. Runners go to the corners as Rivera is now on third. Not the prettiest hit of the year for Nick Salisbury, but he will take it. Now the Braves in position to do some serious damage as Jarrett Mobley will step in.
Up next for the Braves, shortstop number 13, Jarrett Mobley.
Mobley, a true freshman, .333 hitter, has 36 hits and 108 tries. 4 doubles, 4 home runs, 28 runs batted in. And the freshman here on senior day will have the chance to give the Braves the lead. Freshman versus freshman matchup, Sam High on the mound. Jarrett Mobley in the batter's box. The pitch swung on, laced into left field. That'll drive home Rivera. RBI single for Jarrett Mobley, 1-0 Braves. 3 up, 3 hits, and the Braves played a run here in the first inning. Quick visit to the mound from Logan Koch, the senior catcher. Might try to calm down his freshman pitcher. So another freshman now, cleanup hitter Ethan Bockham, batting .368 on the year with 28 runs batted in. Let's see if he tries to pick up another rib, as Mobley just had his 29th, pulling ahead of Bockham in that category. So many Braves with right near that RBI total. Mobley has 29, Bockham 28. On-deck hitter Debo has 30, and Drew Beaver, who's after him, has 29 as well. There's no one clear guy in this Braves lineup. Bockham squared to bunt, pulled it back, took a called strike. High taking his time. 2 runners on, no outs, and an 0-1 count to Ethan Bockham. The pitch. Curve just a little high. 1-1. Big break on that ball. It started up above the eyeballs and almost dropped into the zone. So Ethan Bockham's got to be careful with that. One ball, 1 strike, the count now. Salisbury on second, Mobley on first for the Braves, who already lead 1-0. The pitch. Curves low. 2-1. Do not want to fall behind 3-1. Do not want to put the bases loaded with no outs. High has to go after this guy. The 2-1 pitch. Popped up. Shallow right field. Paquette comes in, makes the catch, 1 away. So Bockham is retired. And the next batter up for UNCP is the senior Nick Debo.
The right fielder, number 20, Nick Debo.
Debo comes in with a .384 batting average, team high 30 runs batted in, and team best 8 home runs. Also has that left-handed bat against the righty starter Sam Hyde. Braves with a lot of left-handed bats in the starting lineup today. Debo swinging at the first pitch, fouled off to the left side, out of play. Sam High trying to keep the deficit at just 1. Braves scoring a run on the first 3 batters. And Debo doesn't like how long High held the ball. Will step out. Of those first 4 hitters, the first 3 getting hits for UNCP. All started with the leadoff double by Roberto Rivera. 0-1, Debo tips it foul. Just out in front of that, a good swing. Looked like he had the pitch and the location he wanted. Just missed it. Mobley on first, Salisbury on second. Mobley had the RBI single that preceded the Bockham pop-out. Now it's an 0-2 count on Nick Debo. See if High tries to waste one here. Pitch count already getting up there. He's at 15 already here with 1 out in the first. 0-2 offering. Set up outside. Debo wisely lays off. High from the stretch. Glances over his shoulder. Comes home with the 1-2 pitch. Outside again. Debo lays off again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away, 2 runners aboard. The pitch to Debo. Inside that, hits him, and the bases are loaded. So that one got away from high, and now it will be Drew Beaver to try to bring him home.
See, I told you, Richard.
Beaver batting .310 this season, 2 home runs, 29 runs batted in. He has 5 doubles and a triple as well. Bases loaded, 1 away, and Drew Beaver takes a first pitch ball from Sam High. That last hit by pitch, just the 6th time this season High has plunked a batter. Now gone 38 2/3 innings. And before he can throw the next pitch, Francis Marion head coach Art Inabinit wants to talk to his freshman starter. So the way the Braves have played this series, especially in that first game, holding Francis Marion to just 1 run, Patriots are aware that they cannot let this game get away from them, as there is more than just a sweep on the line here for Francis Marion, at risk of falling further in the Peach Bells Conference standings. And as we approach the finish line of the conference season, Patriots have to be thinking about their ability to get to that 7th or 8th seed in the Peach Bells Conference tournament. You never know which 1 or 2 games, even just 1 game, could be the difference. The difference between a win and a loss, that's a 2-game swing right there. You don't want to be in a situation where you miss the conference tournament by a tiebreaker or by 1 game. And even in an early game situation, can't let the game get away from you. 1-0 pitch from High. At the knees for a called strike, a good pitch there. Looked like that visit settled him down a little bit. One. Curveball swung on and missed as he pulled the string on Beaver there. 1-2. Already somebody up in the Francis Marion bullpen. It's Arian Seymour. 1-2 pitch to Beaver. Swung on, grounded foul. Down to the left side, and we'll do it again. Seymour, a sophomore left-handed pitcher. And we'll see if he's going to get some extended work here, if this turns into too much of a problem for Sam High. To be able to trust your Sunday starter. He has the potential to get out of this. Drew Beaver's behind in the count. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, hit right back up the middle. A slow roller, diving stop made by the second baseman. He is able to tag the bag, but that's it. What a play at second base by Jameson Spitzmiller. Runners go to first and third for UNCP. It's a 2-0 game.
The left fielder, number 11, Stepel Aliman Saba.
The parade of seniors continues. Stepel Aliman Saba at the plate. 7th hitter to come up this inning for UNCP as the Braves left fielder, 230 hitter. Aliman Saba with 25 runs batted in this year. He's left the yard 3 times. Sam High trying to keep him from doing another one. First pitch low and away. That last RBI for Drew Beaver, his 30th of the year. Tied for the team lead now with fellow senior Nick Debo. Sam High. This will be pitch number 25 this inning. Aliman Saba lays off it low and outside, ball 2. Beaver on first, Mobley on third, Aliman Saba at the plate. 2-0 offering from high on the way. Swung on, popped straight up behind home plate. Is getting towards the fence and bouncing into the bleachers. So it's just strike one, creating the commotion here in the bleachers. Two-one pitch coming to Aliman Saba. Swung on, hit high and deep to right field. It's going back to the track, to the wall. See you later. A 3-run home run, Stabel Aliman Saba. 5-0 UNC Pembroke. A breakthrough for the Braves senior. And this is looking like going to be the Braves kind of day. 5-0 in the first inning. Aliman Saba with his 4th long ball of the year. Up to 28 runs batted in now. Now Alex Minton will bat. Quite the act to follow. 3-run jack for Stabel Aliman Saba. Hardly a no-doubter off the bat. Aided slightly by the breeze, which is blowing out towards right field. But it's just a slight wind today. Far from the blustery day we had on Friday night. Minton takes the first pitch strike on the outside corner to start him off. Making his first start of the season. He's 1 for 5 this year, and this is his 5th appearance. 0-1 pitch is fouled off. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch to Minton, low and away. One, two. Fooled him there with the curveball. That's strike 3. But the Braves strike for 5 runs on 4 hits. Bases left empty. We'll go to the top of the second inning. It's 5-0 Braves.